Hi, I'm Brandon from Bright Arrows Ranch. Today's video is going to be a project that we did, changing a bunch of rotten screens on our house. This is the back slider door. This will be the example for today. A lot of our screens were original when we bought our house, and they're very dry rotten. A couple of them had damage from animals, cats climbing up them, dogs running through them, those kinds of things. So we pulled the old screen out. You just take the rubber strip on the edge of the grooves or on the outside of the screen frame, pull it out, and you can pull the whole entire screen right off the frame. Then I lay out the screen, the entire roll, with the roll at the bottom and the tail at the top, and get it as flat as I possibly can against the frame, and start to reapply the rubber strip. Now there's a strip tool. It's got rollers on both ends. This is the easiest way to do this. This tool is about $5 from the hardware store. It's got rollers on both sides, a narrow roller and a wide roller. And you can actually take the narrow roller and pre-roll the screen into the groove. But when I'm starting the strip out, I normally don't do that. I just allow the strip to push in against the screen into the groove, and then it stretches the screen and kind of just rolls it into place. Now I work from the top down to try to keep the screen as flat as possible, so that you don't get wrinkles or waves in your screen. I go evenly down both sides and push that rubber strip back into the groove, and it just stretches the screen as it goes. And work my way around from top to bottom, and then of course do the bottom of the strip. Now where your strips join together, you can have your strips have what's called a field seam, where your strips just kind of, the butt ends of the strip come together, and then you got to trim it off to fit them into the groove where they don't pucker out. Once the strips are fully in place, I go all the way back around again with the roller to make sure everything's seated well, and then I rough cut the bottom to get the roll disconnected from the window frame. Then in this particular case, I used a razor blade to start getting the screen trimmed. I worked the corners and the top edge. Then I actually just switched to scissors, regular old household scissors, and worked my way around the frame. Now with the scissors, you can actually get the scissors partially closed, and you don't have to snip, snip, snip to cut the screen. You take the scissors and just hold them partially closed, and the sharp edge of the two blades coming together, you can just slide the scissors down the frame. Now it's not the closest trim. There's a little bit of material that hangs out when you do it this way, but because of the fact that we have 7 kids and a bunch of pets and livestock, this is not going to be the last time I replace this screen, so I don't really care. There's a little bit of excess hanging off. But like I said, it's just a little tiny bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch or less. You can definitely get a closer trim if you use a razor blade for the whole thing. But the problem with the razor blade is, if you catch the screen with part of the razor blade at any point, you will cut a hole in your brand new screen. We've got the window frame completely trimmed out now, and I go around with the roller one more time just to seat everything, and it kind of pulls that excess back into the groove and makes it look real nice. And then once we got it finished, I will show you a close-up of the groove and the rubber that I'm talking about on the edges here. Screen opens and closes fine. It looks really nice and crisp, and you can see here the excess hanging out that I was talking about, and you can see that rubber strip. When you're replacing screens, you can reuse the old rubber strip. I'm Brandon from Bright Arrows Ranch. Thanks for watching.